Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin CME future contract is going to expire next Friday. And Yellow Vest violence erupted once again yesterday in Paris. Also, I will touch on the negative interest rate policy. Just in case you're new to the channel, just to remind everybody that with Refereum, you can earn rewards for playing games, watching stream, sharing gaming content with your friends. Just by daily check-in, you can earn 25 points and then link your Steam account, enter your Ethereum wallet address, link your Telegram good, you can earn some points. If you're interested, you can click the link below. Also, Ontology Airdrop. So 1.3 million EOS protocol Ontology token, EOS protocol token is available for you to grab. And the deadline is April 23rd, 10 o'clock UTC time. So you can use your Android wallet, Mac wallet, or iOS, or using the Chrome browser to claim the airdrop. If you have a Ledger, you can basically claim it using the Chrome browser, the Sign wallet. So this is an instruction from Steemit to show you how you can use Ledger to claim the EOS airdrop. And thank you for Throwing Man to post this article. Thank you for that. So people can claim the airdrop. I think if you claim the airdrop, you have to use your Ontology token, a tiny amount of Ontology token. And also, EOS is having a airdrop. You have to claim it. So if you don't claim it, you're going to lose it. So to claim it, simple. Just send a tiny amount of EOS to another EOS account, or you can claim it in your Scatter wallet. Silica is going to have a mainnet launch. If you want Binance to switch the token swap for you, you have to send Silica to Binance platform before April 22nd UTC time. So for them to swap for you. Also, if you have Binance token in ERC20 wallet, you have to send it to Binance as well for the token swap. Binance already launched their Binance chain. And if you haven't watched my previous video about EOS D-Mail, go and check it out. This is on already a beta version launched on EOS platform. And there's also a Bitcoin bullish key indicator. You may want to take a look. And I did talk about Uber IPO 6 days ago. And I have my position. I already talked about what's my position on Uber. I will also touch on Uber IPO as well. So before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop giveaway token swap. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. So this is a tweet from Flipit. And he basically is saying that if this holds true, Bitcoin is going to make a huge move to the upside, and it could be as large as 50%. And don't forget, next Friday, we are going to have a CME, Bitcoin CME future contract is going to expire. As for the commitment of trade for the CME future contract, this is as of April 16. So this is not updated. So this is a few days back. They may already liquidate this position, but just a reference point for non-commercial long positions is 2967, short positions 3673. This is a retail investor. So don't forget, one contract has 5 Bitcoin. And for commercial, which is institution investor, the short position is 202. And you can see combined together 4,000, around 4,000 short position, long position is 3,160. So the spread is not that big. It's only 1,000 some differences, right? Between the short and long position. And if you go to, let's see, BTC USD short position, you can see the chart in the BTC USD short and BTC USD long. You can see they are very not that much difference, but the short position, you can see the RSI a little bit extended. I don't know how far they're going to pump this. I'm not sure, but right now it's hard to tell at this time because the short and long position the spread is not that wide. We will see. And also the crypto Crypto Doc talk about the odds at resistance, Bitcoin at resistance. He tweeted about earlier, probably 2 days ago, saying that the bear market is ending. Binance has only gotten better, stronger, more features, and less bugs. You really think the volume is going to go down anytime soon? This isn't even a shield. It's just pointing out the obvious. So he's pretty bullish, basically. And Jacob Canfield he talked about that this is a previous support, and this is and also right now there's some resistance in here. And Bitcoin Marco talk about everyone told you last year 6K is the bottom. The roughly 5 people who were bold enough to predict that 6K would break were harassed and laughed at. And learn to think for yourself. It will be the greatest advantage. I totally agree with him, because you cannot just listen to everybody. You have to do your analysis, do your due diligence, and then you have to come up with your conclusion. Everybody has their own opinion. So you have to use some critical thinking and analytical skills to think about, to analyze the market. So he also say, I would never. And also another thing is interesting. And also another thing is the average investor should focus on the long term. Buy things they are happy owning for the next 10 years. Even all the exchange were closed and they could never get day-to-day price information. I couldn't agree with him more. And if you keep on looking day-to-day price, you're going to lose money, because you're trading based on emotion. And if you're trading based on emotion, you're going to lose big in the market. And he's basically saying that put it in a drawer and forget about it. Best strategy for most people. And also he's saying that the biggest risk anyone will ever take in our lifetime is not owning crypto. And I do agree, because but this is not a financial advice. Just once again, crypto is in the next 5 to 10 years, it will be the mainstream, but it just takes a while for the average Joe to understand all this cryptocurrency, or the average people to understand all this. This is the future, and a lot of people still saying that all this cryptocurrency will go to zero. And another thing I want to point out is, so this is from Adamum Capital. He posted a report. This is a 17 pages report. I will put the link below if you're interested to see this report. This is a more bullish case. And if you still remember, I talked about in my previous video, there's a bull camp and a bear camp. They have a debate. And you can watch this video. It's more than 5 hours long. It's too long anyway. So you can see the bull side. They're saying it's the percentage of probability Bitcoin has bottomed out. This is the 75% Marine and David Pallel, 80%, 95% Willy Woo. Bear Camp is Tong Fei, of course, Fenzel, Luce Investment, which is the hyperwave. And let's get back to the report quickly. Okay, let's see. Okay, not this one. So the report is basically talk about here. So the report talk about the first peak in September 11. It took about 449 days. The Bitcoin price was at peak at $30. The trough, which is on November 2011, is just a few months. It's just like 3 months, the trough become $2. Just imagine if you buy Bitcoin at the time it's $30, you think at the peak, right? And then it goes all the way almost to zero. I think you're going to have a heart attack, right? And it takes about 164 days to go to $2. So in terms of the first peak, when people first get the cryptocurrency, remember the Bitcoin is the starter is because after the financial crisis and all that, and they have the Satoshi Nakamoto white paper come out, and that was around after the financial crisis, 2009 and something like that. And then if you have Bitcoin at the time, it's only $1 or 10 cents or whatever, you already have a 900,000% gain. And in just 3 months, from $30 to $2, you have 92% loss. Correction. The second peak is November 30th, 2013. It takes about almost 2 years to get to over 1,000. So you have almost a 50,000 percent gain. And the second trough is January 2015. It takes about almost more than 1 year, 410 days to get to from 1,000 to 175. It's almost 85% correction. And the third peak is December 2017. It takes about almost 3 years to get to almost 20,000. This is almost a 9,400%, over 9,400% gain. And the third trough, this is $1 million questions now. Everybody say we are already bottom in. Nobody knows. And it takes about almost 345 days, almost 1 year, to get to from 20,000 to around 3,000. It's all right now is 84% correction. And I think I talked about in my previous video, I talked about Super Crypto called for 95% correction when Bitcoin was at 20,000. If 95% correction from 20,000, it will be 1,000. If 90% correction from 20,000, it will be around 2,000, right? So he talked about that because of the future contract introduction of the Bitcoin CME CBOE future contract introduction in 2017. That is create an instrument for the big players to manipulate the Bitcoin market. And he talked about the Bitcoin manipulation cartel price suppression is the goal. And cartel strike number 3, Bitcoin dumped from 10K to 7.5K in May 18. Cartel strike number 4, Bitcoin dumped from 6.5K to 3.5K in November 18. And he basically he talked about the future contract. This, for example, CME CBOE future contract. If there's more volume, if volume is there, that will be that can suppress the price of Bitcoin. And also, don't forget, those future contracts, they don't settle in Bitcoin, they settle in USD. They just speculate based on the future, right? So they don't settle in Bitcoin at all. So they don't have to hold Bitcoin. They can speculate the price anything they want. And it also up to the whale how they want to play the game. So, and he also, Super Crypto also talk about gold, silver, uranium, those commodity. With the introduction of the future markets, those price has been suppressed ever since then. And I can put the link below if you're interested to watch the previous video that I talk about those price suppressions from the crypto. And so basically right now, based on Adamant Capital, we are already bottom out, but nobody knows. So that's why you have to use your due diligence. So the next stop, let me finish this one. So Bitcoin Marco, so everybody talk about 6K is bottom and then all that thing, and only 5 people talk about bold enough to predict 6K would break, or harass and laugh at. And I also I never trust a browser that's not open source, especially Chrome. I don't like Chrome at all because of security issues and all that. I try not to use it. And here's the setup. If you want to switch and care about privacy, Firefox, I like Firefox. I use Firefox all the time. And plus uBlock or Origin, HTTPS everywhere, plus privacy possum, plus cookie auto delete. I like that too. I don't like to be monitored by people, the cookies and all of them. And also central like Ace or something. I think I'm going to try that. I would check it out. So if you're concerned about your privacy, you should also try to do that as well. And Jacob Canfield, I talked about that, it's already resistant. And so the next stop we are going to talk about, yes, everybody have their own opinion. And if you see Litecoin, if you look at the Litecoin chart, you can see and compare to the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle, you can see they're eerily similar. So Litecoin to me is already complete the market cycle. They are ready for the next bull one. You can see they're very similar. Look at that. It's eerily similar, right? In terms of Bitcoin, I'm not sure if the Bitcoin is finished the market cycle, because look at this chart and compare to this chart. See, still have some rooms to go. So I'm not sure. So to me, I'm still like skeptical, but nobody knows the bottom, but we are very near the bottom for one thing. So you should use your own research because everybody has their own opinion. And I think I just want to go back to the basics compared to the chart for the psychology of the market cycle. And in terms of Litecoin, I already talk about that in previous video. Numerous times, Litecoin already finished their market cycle, ready for the blue one, but not a financial advice for Bitcoin. I'm not sure at this time, but you never know. So it's up to the whale how they want to play the game. So the next stop, I want to talk about the yellow vest violence erupted once again in France. So people that was occurred yesterday on Saturday, and there's a lot of demonstrators that are not very happy because the reason why is because those wealthy family, including the Louis Vuitton, Medibloc family behind the Olay Beauty, BNP, the bank, right, the bank, and they pledged about 1 billion euro, which is 1.12 billion, to restore Notre Dame. So you probably heard about the fire in the Notre Dame and all that. I don't know if you have been to Notre Dame, it's a spectacular landscape. And so the demonstrator saying that millions for Notre Dame. What about us, the poor? Notre Dame, everything for Notre Dame, nothing for the miserables. So people are very mad about this. And then the latest situation in France, protesters are burning cars and motorcycles, shops are closing due to looting, which is now an ordinary event. Police violence are rising. People got arrested. There's a whole bunch of fire and all that. So right now, still a little bit unrest in France right now. And because of the gap between the top 1% and the poor is getting wider, people are not very happy. And let me know what you think about the yellow vest movement of violence in France. They're not happy that they give out 1.12 billion to restore Notre Dame and nothing for the poor people. And to me, I think people come first. Those buildings, those things can do it later. People first, right? And another thing I want to talk about is negative interest rate. So basically, right now we are in a very low interest rate policy, or low no interest, easy money policy since the financial collapse in 2008. And you can see right now, this is from the IMF blog, basically from IMF blog. No room to maneuver. Crises have historically required interest rate cut. And right now, there's only 3 countries have that kind of room to maneuver. Turkey, Mexico, and Iceland. The rest of the country, the interest rate is artificially low. Canada, Australia, US. Australia is going to have another housing bubble pop, as well as Canada in major cities, Toronto, Vancouver, and also UK probably also have a property housing crisis coming up too. I don't know, this is not a financial advice. Sweden is already go almost cashless society. It's interesting. Denmark, Switzerland, Japan, Israel, Norway, US, of course, is very low interest rate policy. In terms of the next financial crisis, the Fed basically has no ammunitions to save the economy. And if you still remember, back in December, when the Fed chairman tried to tightening, and what happened to S&P? So before Christmas, the Fed tried to do tightening, increase interest rate. The stock market plunged from 2009 to 2003. And then Trump tweeted about that. If you keep on increasing interest rate, you're going to crash the stock market. And ever since then, the Fed changed their policy, changed their tone, saying that, we may not be tightening, and all that. I mean, Federal Reserve should be an independent institution. They should not affected by some other policy maker and all that. And right now, I think the central bankers pumping back the stock market back once again. So if there's an increase in interest rate, the stock market is going to punch down again. So right now, I don't think they will increase interest rate because And if they don't increase interest rate, the next financial crisis, they don't have ammunition to deal with the market. So the next stop, we're going to talk about Uber IPO. I talked about Uber IPO probably 6 days ago. I talked about my position, my views on the Uber IPO. And don't forget, Uber has been is a 10 years company, and a lot of like the founders, the venture capitalists, the angel investor have invested in the company for more than 10 years. They probably want to cash out before the end of the bull market cycle. And the stock market has been like extended bull market for more than 10 years. I'm not saying that it will crash, but the thing is, right now, but the thing is, the bull market is pretty extended. They may pump even further before it will come down to a final crash, or they may pump even further before the next presidential cycle. So, and to me, it looks like I think they want to cash out. They want to, the founders want to cash out, or the early investor want to cash out. So Joseph Todaro tweet about Bitcoin at 92 billion valuation, Uber at 90 million valuation. So which one you're going to invest in, Uber or Bitcoin? And somebody tweet about one is competing as a global money and the other lose 1 billion last quarter. And my response is Uber has already passed the exponential growth. Forget about it. That's my tweet on Uber. That's my position on Uber. And don't forget Lyft. Lyft. So people are very excited about Lyft IPO and all that, but the thing is, FH Joe is very excited, and some people get in $85. What happened to Lyft right now? $58. So if you're the FH Joe, get in the first day of IPO, $85, so excited, and you're going to lose tons of money. And the thing is, I don't know if you still remember Crypto Doc tweet about Lyft. Crypto Doc tweet about Lyft saying that Lyft is like another shitcoin because Lyft lose money quarter after quarter. It's just like another shitcoin. That's what Crypto Doc talk about. It's very, very entertaining. So let me know what you think about the direction of Bitcoin with the CME future contract is going to expire next year, next Friday. And let me know what you think about that. And will you invest in Uber or Bitcoin? Please comment below. I would love to hear from you. And if you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe, also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop or token swap or a hard fork or giveaway. Those can be very time sensitive. You don't want to miss out all this thing. Also, if you have already subscribed, make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss out those airdrop or token swap. And also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. And please comment below. I do respond to you. I read every single comment and I do respond to you. But sometimes it takes me longer. Remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe. Peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in IC or cryptocurrency has inherent risk. Please use a due diligence.